am Sunil Pai. I am now 62 years old. And being a sportsman, wanted to do something in sports. So just in our apartments, just put a badminton net and started playing badminton just for time pass. But then it became a passion, and over the next 5 years somehow started playing badminton at little more competitive level. 2016, when I was 56, I was representing Karnataka team at the national championships in Coimbatore, and for the first time I had reached the finals in the mixed doubles. And when I was playing the match, I had a terrible injury. During the course of the match, I knew that something had terribly gone wrong when I jumped to hit a smash, and it subsequently turned out to be a complete tear of ACL. My friends brought me back to Bangalore, and the next morning I came to Apollo Hospital to meet Dr. Sanjay Pai. Dr. Sanjay Pai and Dr. Pradeep Kochapan advised me what exactly needs to be done if I have to get back to playing badminton. I needed to first give a couple of months of pre-operation strengthening and get myself fit for the operation. So I took 4 months, during which the physio was done, and I strengthened both my legs and my knee. And subsequently in May of 2016, I went through the ACL reconstruction. I was sent home within 2 days of the operation, and after the operation I went through a very rigorous physiotherapy sessions, and by the end of 2017 I was ready to play badminton again.
6 years back, our senior consultant Dr. Sanjay Pai brought one of his close friends, Mr. Sunil Pai, to my OPD, telling and introducing him to me, telling he is a very great sports enthusiast into badminton, and he injured his knee in one of the tournaments, and he had come back a few days later. And I examined, there was some mild effusion of his knee, and we examined his MRI, found to have an ACL tear. Being into sports at a national level, he wanted to get back, and it was 56 years age. Now X-rays were perfect, knee MRI wise was perfect, and only the ACL had ruptured. There were no meniscal tears also, but he wanted to go into a sport which would involve pivoting. So we talked about the pros and cons, and he decided on going towards surgery. So we decided to take him up for surgery, but only after an extensive prehab on his quads muscles. So it took him almost 4 months of good prehab to prevent any more muscle atrophy, and we took him up for surgery around 4 months post the injury. And then followed the surgery, we continued him on rehab, and it continued for 7 to 8 months after that. Now at this point, being in these national level circuits, he had some competition to go on. So he had come and asked me whether I should play. I told it's a little on the earlier side, but we did allow him because the main tournament was a few months later. But post that sessions, in fact, he couldn't do according to his pre-injury status, and he got a severe swelling in his knee. And so we had to take an MRI again to see whether everything was fine. So MRI wise, everything looked perfect except for the swelling in the knee. And what we did for him was continued him on rehab. We put him on an ACL injury prevention program. We counseled him on to the strengthening and reconditioned him. And he, being self motivated person, did everything that was told to him, and exactly somewhere around 18 to 19 months post surgery, he found back his form and he could go back, and for the last 4 or 5 years he has been doing. The main information that people have to get after the ACL injury is that ACL injury is not an emergency surgery that needs to be performed the day when the injury happens. Second is a prehabilitation before the surgery exercise program to prevent any more muscle atrophy, and getting the knee quiet is a very significant part. And even after surgery, there should not be, especially for the athletes, they have to understand that there is a time required for healing. So when we tell healing, the minimum or the earliest time we allow anyone to go into any sport is 9 months following a hamstring tendon, and not earlier, because the body is not yet fully healed. The ACL requires around 26 weeks for a healing, and before that going can injure, and ruptures are far more common in the first 1 year or 2 years post injury and reconstruction than later. So hearing your body, rehabilitating it well, and understanding that these tissues have to readjust at a new level, all are the messages we want to pass. Thank you.